know. I know it's been a while. I apologize. I have been a busy motherfucker. First off, I had the Ozarks trip. There is not much video coming out of that. I left my microphone turned up. The mic sensitivity was turned way up for a video that I did the night before I left. I forgot to turn it back down. So all the videos that I shot in Arkansas are pretty much trash. I might post one or two of them, but they sound horrible, so I probably won't. And that's my fault. I had the week following the Ozarks meetup, I had some issues. I actually pinched a nerve in my back a little bit. I don't know if y'all remember that thing, but I aggravated that and had a really shitty day the day that I did it, trying to get home from somewhere. And, you know, it was like a 200-mile ride. Well, no, it was about a 160-mile ride with a fucked up back, and it was hot as shit, and I didn't have the right gear, and blah, 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 and rainy, and it wasn't good. That back thing kept me off the bike for a couple of days, and then my parents decided to come into town for a week, and I spent the whole week with them, and I blew that like a bitch. So I didn't get to do any riding, didn't get to make any videos. I've been editing a couple of videos, but I'm not going to post them anytime soon. They aren't saying anything. You know, it's some artsy shit that I think you might kind of enjoy. And then, see, while my parents were in town, we went and played a round of golf over here. Okay, the place I just left. Now, we were in the pro shop talking to the guy running the pro shop, and killing time because it was raining. But it was just a little bitty rain shower that was going to pass, and you know, you give it like 15, 20 minutes, let it rain and let it dry out a little bit before you go out and play. I just happened to mention to the guy that I was looking for a job, and he's like, well, I'm not hiring anybody, but the maintenance department might be. And I was like, oh, really? He said he would get a hold of the maintenance guy and let us know whenever we come through. I don't know how familiar you are with golf, but when you finish the 9th hole, you're back at the pro shop. Okay, so you start at 1, you go out, you come back, and you have 9, and then 10 leaves the pro shop, and 18 comes back in. So they call it the turn. And that's generally, you know, halfway through your game, you stop, eat lunch, whatever. I missed my turn, I think. Yeah. Oops. I have no idea exactly where I'm at right now. No, I didn't. I'm just stupid. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, we came through there for lunch, and the pro shop guy walked up, and he's like, hey, I've got an application for you. The maintenance department is hiring. And I was like, well, don't give me the application just yet. I still got to play a round of golf. I'll pick it up whenever we finish the 18th hole. He said, fine. So we come back after the 18th. I go in there, pick up the application, and come around the corner, and there's the superintendent, which is the head maintenance dude. And he says, he asked me if I have a few minutes to talk, and my parents are like, hell yeah, go. So I went and talked to Keith, and he gave me the lowdown on the job, and it's not a great job, but it's a job. It will pay rent and a few of the bills. And Keith told me, you know, just bring the application back whenever, and I told him, well, you know, we're going to be passing right by here to go play another golf course down that way on Thursday, you know, 2 days later. I was like, how about I just drop it off then? And he says, sure, and we can do the interview and all that. So I come in on Thursday, and I'm pretty sure I've already got the job because the guy's like, don't worry about this, don't worry about that, yada, yada, yada. So I go in there, I hand him my application. He takes one look at it, and he goes, "Are you sure this is something you want to do? Because it is a seasonal job, and initially it was going to be contract labor, so I wouldn't have taxes taken out. You know, I'd have to pay him at the end of the year." And he's like, "You're probably not going to be here for very long. It doesn't pay very well, yada, yada, yada." And I was like, "You know what, dude? It pays well enough that, well, fuck it, it pays." I was like, "I don't give a shit. It's not that far from home. It's a half-hour drive. It's only about 10 or 15 miles. I was like, "It's not that bad." And so he said, "All right, be here Monday at 6:30 in the morning." I swear to God, I thought he said 6, and I actually got here Monday morning at 6 a.m. Now, since it is a half-hour drive, and it takes me about an hour to wake up, eat breakfast, all that shit, I actually got out of bed at 4:30 in the fucking morning. I wasn't happy. Anyway, I'm going to get gas. I'll pick this up in a bit.